So, hey guys, Chauzu here. So yeah, this is my V2 Oden showcase, and it's a bit of a hard unit to use. I think the way I put it with this Oden is that I have a hard time imagining content where he'd be the optimal go-to captain. At the same time, he does have some qualities that are powerful. The main one is that he's a super slasher, and slasher is probably one of the best classes now. I could see a case for them being the third best class now. So adding a super slasher is very valuable, and he does do some unique things, and his synergy with, say, Toki makes him probably a good candidate for some super boss Kizuna. But yeah, I decided to just have some fun with him here, and I mainly focused on the slasher part because he does boost free spirit, but I don't see any real reason to use a free spirit focus team with this Oden. But yeah, the main hard part with this Oden is that his special is clunky. Like, if you look at it in a vacuum, if you just use it at full health, you just get a lot of color affinity, but in the end it's just color affinity. In my Kid Forest team, I made good use of his healing and damage reduction, which you can get, but in normal content that's not super useful. What this can be used for though is the fact that he can give a 3-turn attack boost. That is quite high since he does buff it himself when you use it, as you'll see. So it's like 2.5 times attack for 3 turns. That's really good. The weird thing is just that you have to use color affinity to get that. And if you just use one Oden like here, somebody else has to use the color affinity. But yeah, let's talk about this team a bit, because despite saying I don't really am the biggest fan of this unit, like, I actually like most teams I've built with him so far. Like, this team is super cool. It uses V3 Shanks with Oden, and V3 Shanks is not a captain that is very good for Arena Franky. And yeah, we're using the combination of super type and super class. I use Mihawk special here to set up ore boost for next stage, and Kinemon to remove the chain lock from the enemy. The reason we're using these two subs at all is that Kinemon gives Oden his super class, and Mihawk gives Shanks his super type, and on these teams we need both the super type and super class specials. But yeah, we remove the Bind the Spear here with counter support. We use V to start to reduce CD and give the color affinity. So this means we can use Oden's special to get attack, Shanks super type special to get the matching orbs, and then we use Oden to get the attack boost for 3 turns. We keep the attack boost for final stage. So that means for final stage all we really need is an orb boost, some color affinity, and yeah, we can get that with the remaining 2 specials. And yeah, Shanks does have a support to remove Bind, which is basically a requirement to be a cap against Arena Franky. It offers support for some chain boost. Get the color affinity from Shanks. Kiko removes the rainbow shield, gives ore boost. The ore boost is buffed by Oden. Oden's super class to get super slasher and the chain multiplier boost. So yeah, we'll end up doing a lot of damage, but mainly with the last hitting unit Mihawk. Kizaru won't do much, since he does get the color affinity from Shanks, but Mihawk gets all buffs, so he does a lot of damage. And yeah, that's one of the cooler Arena Franky teams I made for a while. Moving on, we're doing Arena Ashura, since it's the hardest arena. I think most people agree with that. And I'm doing a combo I talked about in my first video about Oden. I said that Oden and Law, they have pretty good synergy together. Law's super type special isn't really useful, but will take the extra healing and extra dex damage. But yeah, since this is a content against a final boss that is quick, so weak to dex, that means that having a Dex super type and a superclass unit means that we can really optimize the damage from the Dex unit. So you'll see against the final boss that especially the Lufisaur and Law will do a lot of damage. But yeah, as I always say when I do teams against Arena Ashura, like it's still a very hard content to team build for. Mr. Tree support just for some damage reduction. Again, we're using a Kinemon just to get Oden super type. One of my biggest issues with Oden in general is the fact that his superclass requirement requires a unit. Every other superclass, like if we take Doffy, Katakuri, Crocodile, Inu, all have 2 different requirements to get superclass, either bring a specific unit or fulfill another requirement. Oden is only bring a unit. He should have been a requirement too. It's very annoying since, yeah, there's not that many units and they're getting more common, but I still hate having to bring specific units. But yeah, this Kinemon works well here, but he is a free-to-play Kizuna unit and not one of the good ones, so a lot of people probably don't have him either. But yeah, for this stage we need to bypass resilience. That's why we're using the Smoothie and Oven. Just swap gives end of turn damage. Kinemon reduces CD. We do use Law here. Attack boost, increased damage taken. Also get the chain boost, we start a bit higher chain. We combine this with Oden to get full board of matching orbs, as well as a chain multiplier boost, so this just means we start at a bit higher chain. The chain won't really go up, but it starts higher at least, so yeah, no issues killing here. So yeah, the main reason to use Oden here is the fact that his superclass helps increase the damage for all the Dex Slasher units, and he also can give us a multiple turn attack boost, so he can give us the attack boost this turn and then on the revive. And he'll also buff the Orb boost from Lufisaur. So this Lufisaur Orb boost could have been a 3 times Orb boost. I don't think it is, since I didn't really try and consume tandem orbs. But still, it's a pretty cool combination. And as you see, there was no problem doing damage here. And yeah, my plan here was to use the church map re-recruit Yasop to change the empty orbs. But then I learned that he only changed slots if Shanks and Beckman changes the slots to empty. So yeah, that was a bit of a miscalculation, but as you'll see, even with empty orbs we still do way more damage than needed. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this showcase at least. I probably won't use Oden much until I pull him myself. Thanks for watching guys, see you next time.